To stay up to date, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Hi everyone, Ira Miller here with ERA Grizzard Real Estate, the Villages Expert, back in the Villages Expert studio. If you're a regular subscriber to my channel, you've probably been wondering, where have all the videos been? Well, I apologize for taking this long getting back here into the studio. The real estate market just exploded over the summer. And as hard as I tried to get back into the studio, I kept getting dragged out into the field, showing properties, listing properties, selling properties. It's unbelievable. We're starting to make up for the real estate recession we had in the early 2000s. So that's a good thing. The downside is, I guess, interest rates are starting to creep back up, and I have a feeling that's why real estate has really kind of gone through the roof, because everybody wants to get in before interest rates keep going up. So 5% is where they are now, and really historically that's still an extremely low interest rate. So everybody, I guess, wants to capitalize on that. All the people that have been out there on the fence have started coming in and they're buying, and that's a good thing. So again, I apologize for the delay in videos, but I wanted to get back into it. And one of the first things I wanted to go over with you was the cost of living in the villages. I should have done this way before now, but I figured now is a great time because a lot of people ask me, what does it cost to live in the villages? So what we're going to do is I am going to go over and show you how to find. There is a cost of living sheet on the Villages website, so I'm going to show you how to find that, and then we'll go from there. Okay? So first thing I want to do is we're going to type in the Villages in a search engine. It could be Bing, Google, Firefox, whatever you use. So type in the Villages and then look for the Villages Florida official site and then click on that. So that's where we are on this page right here, the Villages Florida official site. We click on that and then up comes the Villages website. And as you can see, they have a very nice website here. Now, where do you find the cost of living? Well, it's under their homes. So you click on Our Homes on the top bar of the Villages website, and you'll see here in the first column, it'll say cost of living. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to go ahead, you'll want to click on cost of living, and then up will pop, I have it up here already, the cost of living for living in the villages. Now, what I tell all the people that I tour and that I work with, the villages is not the cheapest place to live. So there's other surrounding communities which I've done videos on, like Stonecrest, Spruce Creek South, Harbor Hills. There's a lot of other communities around the villages that have a lower cost of living because there are a lot of fees associated with the villages. I've done a previous video on bonds in the villages, and I'm probably going to do a newer one to really explain what the bond is. I've explained how you find the bond and what it is in relation to your taxes, but I never really did explain what the bond was. So in my next video, I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll go ahead and explain what a bond is, give you some visuals, and we'll talk about that a little bit so you have a good understanding about what the bonds are all about in the villages. But for now, we're going to go over the cost of living in the villages. Okay, so the first thing you'll see on this page for cost of living in the villages. It says our monthly amenity fee of just $159. Okay, so it recently went up. I mean, for years and years and years and years and years, I would say probably for the last 10 years, thereabouts, it's been $145. So it has recently gone up $14 a month. So it says here, our monthly amenity fee of just $159 includes, so at the very top, free golf on all of our executive courses with an asterisk. Okay, so what does that asterisk mean? So all the executive courses are all the little 9-hole courses that are all around the villages. I think there's like 30 of them. So they're all free if you walk them, okay? And that's key. So you have to walk those courses for them to be free. You still have to make a tee time to get on these courses, but if you have your little pull cart behind you, then you can walk them and they're free. If you use your golf cart, which probably 95% of the people who live in the villages have a golf cart, because that's half the fun of getting around the villages is by golf cart, and people love that. Grandkids love to come visit and drive grandpa and grandma's golf cart all over the villages. They love that. So in my golf course video talking about golf, we talk about you can get a package from the villages. It's the priority membership, and that includes a trail fee. Okay, so now that's where the free golf with an asterisk comes in, because if you want to drive your own golf cart on one of these executive courses, there is a trail fee, and I think it's like $10. I know it used to be $7. I think it's gone up to $10. Or you can pay $150 a year, I believe is what it is, unless they've gone up in that. I haven't really looked recently. But for $150 a year, you could get unlimited access with your golf cart on the executive golf courses. Or just pay $10 every time you want to go out. So avid golfers obviously want to go ahead and buy the yearly trail fee, and that trail fee is included with your priority membership if you buy the priority membership. So again, go back to the golf video and you'll see what that's all about. All right, so hopefully we're clear on the golf and the executive courses on the free golf. Next is swimming, tennis, pickleball, bocce, and many more facilities, all conveniently located throughout the community. So that is true. They have many amenities all throughout the villages, and that's why for access to those amenity fees, you are going to pay $159 a month. And on top of all that, well, we'll get into the home prices in just a second, okay? Because you're going to pay more for a home in the villages than you will anywhere else, okay? Just keep that in mind. And it's because of the access to all the amenities that they have. All right. More than 2,000 organized activities every week through the villages, recreations, and parks. I'll tell you what, that is probably the heart of the villages. That's really what makes the villages, is the recreational part of the villages. It is extremely well organized and run, and that's what sets the villages apart from any other community, in my opinion, are all the 2,000 organized activities, all the clubs. It is just a well-oiled machine. And John Rohan, kudos to him. I've known John for many years. He's head of the recreation department. I mean, that guy has got it down. Like I said, it's a well-oiled machine. And so that, to me, is the heart of the Villages. Sports pools is next. Fishing lakes, waterfront parks, and fitness trails, 24-hour community watch service. So that's what your contractual amenity fee is all about. That's what it pays for. So as you go down the page on your cost of living, you'll see right over here, here's your $159 contractual amenity fee. Next we have sewer. Okay, so it says $60 for sewer and $31 for water. I think the water is probably a little low. And to be honest with you, I've heard some horror stories about some of water bills in the Villages. I know one of my clients, I had her home listed, and she kept telling me, you know, she's getting these exorbitant water bills. And I thought it was from watering the yard, because you actually have two separate bills for water. One is potable water for inside the house, and the other one is non-potable water for watering your lawn. And so she had her home previously listed with another company, and they let the grass go. And so we really had to dump a lot of water onto the grass to get it to come back. And I was thinking that's where her exorbitant water bill was coming from. But honestly, she's having like a $500 water bill. I know that's a horror story, but we're frantically trying to figure out, whoa, we backed down the water in the lawn, and she was still getting this exorbitant water bill. Come to find out, she had a leaky toilet. Nobody knew. The toilet was leaking and just leaking water, and that's where that water bill came from. So be careful. You know, if you're getting these extreme water bills, it's for a good reason. But I would say probably double that water to $60, because again, you have two water bills, one for potable, one for non-potable water. Average gas and electric. Okay, so gas from 1999 to 2006, that's when you had gas in the Villages. Before that and after that, up to just brand new homes over in Finney and DeSoto and that area, they have started the gas again in that newer area because so many people were wanting gas. So you don't see gas in most of the Villages, but again, if you are looking for a home with gas, 1999 to 2006, look in that period of time and you'll find your home with gas. So gas and electric, $148 is what they're saying. So there's a minimum for gas. I think it's like $30 or $35 a month, whether you use it or not. And then the electric, I would say your electric's going to run you from 125 to 150 anyways. And then you add that to the gas bill. So you're probably more like 175, 185. And that's really still not horrible. That's actually pretty good. I think a lot of you can attest that your gas and electric bills, especially up north, are a whole lot more. So trash collection, no. Sewer, water, average gas, no. Your contractual amenity fee, your sewer, your water, your trash collection. All that comes on one bill, submitted to you by the Community Development District. So you'll get one bill for your amenity fee, your sewer, both water bills, and your trash. And so if you kind of add those up, if you say, well, let's round it up to 160 contractual amenity fee, 120 for sewer and water. So right there, you're at 280, and you're about $300 a month if you kind of just average everything out from the Community Development District is what you'll be getting from them. Then you'll get your gas bill from TECO, your electric bill from either Seco or Duke Electric. Those are the two companies in the Villages. I don't know why some places are Duke and some places are Seco, but it is what it is. They're saying basic cable television is $60. Well, I know I pay about $250 a month for my cable, but it is a package. So $250 a month for my cable, for Wi-Fi, and for telephone. Now, there is telephone on here. Nope, actually, they've taken the telephone off of there. So I would say be prepared to pay about $250 for your Wi-Fi, for your cable television, and your telephone. Now, some people are just going to cell phones. They're eliminating their landlines. I guess a lot of people are. Also, Comcast is your cable company here in the villages, and but you have Dish, you have DirecTV, you have CenturyLink. Those are your other options, and maybe you can bring that $250 down if maybe you package it with your cell phone. I know AT&T has a package deal that you can get with your cell phone and some of these other services. So look into that. Ask your cell phone service provider if they offer any package deals for your cable, landline, or anything else. I mean, the Wi-Fi. So just kind of be diligent, look around, ask around, call around, see if you can get that $250 down. All right, your development or average taxes, they're saying $239.17 a month. Doesn't really say on what kind of home. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, it does. So it says estimated monthly cost of living in the villages community is based on a $250,000 home with homestead exemption. So it must be your primary residence to get this $239, we'll round it up to $240 a month in your average taxes. Go to my tax video. That's going to break down all your taxes for you, and your average taxes will be a little more clearer. What I will just touch base on and just remind you, if you have seen the tax video, is that you have your average taxes and you have your CDD assessment, okay? So they're just saying average taxes. This does not include your assessment, because down here, now next they're saying $191 for your development district assessment. All right, so you average your taxes and your development district assessment together, and that's your total tax bill. So again, if you haven't seen it already, go check out my taxes video in the villages, and you'll learn a lot about what average taxes and development district assessments are and how they work on your tax bill. So here they're saying $1,007.17 per month, again with an asterisk, and then right below that they talk about the trail fee that we just talked about already. So we kind of got the jump on that one. Then it says monthly costs will vary considerably depending on the size of a home and its usage, as well as type and size of the home site it occupies. And I think a lot of that has to do with taxes, because if you're on a golf course, the county is going to assess your property a whole lot higher than if you were on an interior home site. All right, so that is cost of living in the villages. If you have any questions about that, feel free to contact me. My telephone number is 352-454-9561, or simply email me at homesaroundthevillages@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. You can also text, okay? So any of those 3 ways, feel free to contact me. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. You could also, write some notes on this video. We're happy to hear any comments from you all, and I try my best to try to answer back any comments that you make. If the comments seem to warrant, a reply, I'll go ahead and reply to you. I'd be more than happy to. Okay, so I hope you learned a lot from this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little bell icon, because if you hit the bell icon, every time I make a new video, you'll be notified, and you can go right on and you can look and see what kind of video I made today. All right, so I hope you, again, enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time with the Village's Expert.